government class. In today's government class, we'll be looking at the structure of Nigeria's federalism between 1967 to 1975. This period of federalism in Nigeria was actually characterized by military rule as a result of the first coup d'etat, which took place on the 15th of January 1966. The coup was planned and executed by 5 major generals headed by Major General Chukwuma Kaduna Nzegwu, but the government was turned over to Major General JTU Agui-Ironsi. Agui-Ironsi then introduced the first military or unitary system of government under the Decree 34, known as the Unification Decree, with the attempt to abolish federalism in the country. So, the Agui-Ironsi, after taking over power as a result of the first coup d'etat that took place on 15th of January 1966, Agui-Ironsi introduced the first military unitary system of government, military unitary system of government under the Decree number 34, known as the Unification Decree, with the attempt to abolish federalism in the country. But this didn't go well. General Agui-Ironsi proclaimed that Nigeria is no longer a federal state and abolished the 4 regions. This action sparked off violence in the country, which resulted in an unrest situation. So the General Agui-Ironsi's process of trying to change Nigeria from being a federal state to a unitary, from using the federal system of government to using the unitary system of government, it sparked violence in the country and resulted in a situation of unrest. General Agui-Ironsi was assassinated and Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon came into power on the 1st of August 1966, and the federal system of government was restored in Nigeria. This was followed by an increasing tension between the Federal Military Authority and the military government of the Eastern region, headed by Lieutenant Colonel Odumegwu Ojukwu. So, after restoring the federal system, the federal system of government back to Nigeria, it sparked off increasing tension between the Federal Military Authority and the military government of the Eastern region, which was headed by Lieutenant Colonel Odumegwu Ojukwu. In an attempt to forestall the Eastern region from secession, and in an attempt to weaken Ojukwu, General Gowon issued a decree on 27th of May 1967, breaking Nigeria into 12 states. So, in order to not to allow the Eastern region to break away from the country, to become a country of their own, to become a nation of their own, and in an attempt to weaken Ojukwu, General Yakubu Gowon issued a decree on 27th of May 1967 that breaking Nigeria into 12 states. So, as against the 4 regions that we had before, which were the Eastern region, the Northern region, the Western region, and the Midwestern region, we now had 12 states. The 12 states were created from the 4 existing regions, like I said earlier. And despite this, the military government of the East still insisted that they wanted the East to be splitted from the Federation of Nigeria. They still wanted to become a nation of their own. So even after General Yakubu Gowon splitted the country into 12 states from the initial four regions we had, the Eastern region still wanted to split. They still wanted to split from the Federation of Nigeria and become an independent republic. And this led to the declaration of the Independent Republic of Biafra on 30th of May 1967. This further led to the Civil War, which started on July 6, 1967 and ended in January 1970. So the declaration of the Eastern region of Nigeria to become an independent republic, a country of their own, led to the Civil War. That was what led to the Civil War that started on July 6, 1967. This implies that the Nigerian federalism between 1967 to 1975 was under military or unitary system of government, with 12 states created from the then 4 northern, eastern, western, and midwestern regions. So, Nigerian federalism between 1967 to 1975 was under military or unitary system of government, and the 4 states were divided into the 4 regions that we had then was divided into 12 states. And with that, we've come to the end of the class. In the course of this class, we looked at the structure of Nigeria's federalism from 1966 till 1975, and that the Nigeria's federalism was majorly characterized by a military regime, and it was a military system of government. We also looked at the fact that the desire for the eastern region to split from the Federation of Nigeria was what led General Yakubu Gowon to create 12 states out of the 4 regions we already had. We also looked at the fact that led to the Civil War.